For over a decade, the Edmonton Oilers have had elite scores, generational talent, and championship expectations. But they've also had lackluster goaltending. And just when it looked like they may have found hope, just when they traded for an NHL starter who seemed to have returned back to his prime, the hockey gods have struck yet again. Tristan Jarry arrived in Edmonton with the hope that maybe, just maybe, he could be the answer. A few games later, injured, and the Oilers are right back where they started. This isn't just bad luck anymore. This is a curse. Let's rewind. Since 2015, the Oilers have tried everything in net. Everything from high draft picks to veterans to the controversial Jack Campbell experiment. And it's always the same story. A hot stretch, a little hope, and then collapse. Meanwhile, McDavid and Draisaitl are putting up historic numbers, dragging the Oilers into contention while the crease leaks at the worst possible moments. For years, the narrative has been simple. If Edmonton just gets league average goaltending, they can win the cup. So this season, they finally made a move. When the Oilers traded for Tristan Jarry, it made sense. Well, mostly. Before the trade, Edmonton was barely holding on to a Western Conference wildcard spot, while ranking tied for second worst in team save percentage behind Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard. Then, in comes Jarry, a former multi-year NHL All-Star who's put up great numbers in the past despite a lackluster season last year, which ultimately ended with him on waivers. Jarry seemed to return to his former self, going 9-3-1 through 14 games with the Pittsburgh Penguins this season. The idea was simple: stabilize the crease and give Edmonton predictable goaltending behind an elite offense. The worry with Jarry has always been his injuries and lack of playoff success. But maybe, just maybe, this could work. They just needed him to be steady. And for a few games, that's exactly what it looked like. But then, it happened. Just 3 games into an Oilers sweater, and Tristan Jarry gets injured. During the second period of a 3-1 win against the Boston Bruins, Tristan Jarry left the game with an undisclosed injury. Suddenly, the optimism vanishes. This is the Oilers' goaltending experience in a nutshell. They find a solution, get their hopes up, watch it fall apart. It doesn't matter who it is. The results has continued to be the same. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't call out the Oilers' defensive woes, so we can't put all the blame on the goaltending. Bouchard's turnovers this season have been quite atrocious, to say the least. But nonetheless, when every solution fails year after year, it starts to feel bigger than roster construction. It starts to feel inevitable. This hurts more because the window is wide open, but time is running out. McDavid's in his prime. Draisaitl's in his prime. The Oilers are built to win right now. And every season that ends the same way feels like another wasted year of generational talent. And with McDavid having just 3 years left on his contract, with him becoming an unrestricted free agent come 2028, the clock is ticking. So, here we are again. The Oilers chasing a cup, the fan base holding its breath, and the goaltending position once again hanging by a thread. Is it bad luck? Is it mismanagement? Or is Edmonton genuinely cursed in net? Because until they finally solve this, for real this time, the Oilers will keep looking like contenders on paper, but continue to experience heartbreak in reality. What do you think? Is the Oilers' goaltending problem bad luck or a systemic failure? And can this core win a Stanley Cup before the window closes and McDavid's contract comes to an end? Drop your take in the comments below.